This is Just the Job. Kia ora and welcome to Just the Job. We have another great show lined up for you again this week with 3 more really exciting careers. And you never know, one of them just might be what you're looking for. Plus, we have a whole lot of helpful advice and tips to help make that important career decision a whole lot easier. In today's show, 17-year-old Atine loves the outdoors, so we have a great career option lined up for her to try. Andrew is looking for a career with a creative element, so we get him along to check out 2 different roles in the world of hair care. And Cameron is heading outdoors to check out a career that is at the heartland of our nation. But first up, let's see how Atine gets on when she heads into the great outdoors of Auckland's all-important parks and reserves and finds out what goes into keeping them in tip-top condition.
Hi, I'm Atine. I'm 17 years old and today I'm here to check out horticulture.
Atine is going to try Amenity Horticulture. That's the care and maintenance of the public parks, gardens and reserves that make our towns and cities a pleasant environment in which to live. It's gardening on a grand scale. Her mentor will be David Millwood.
Hi.
Hello, I'm Atine.
Hi Atine, David. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
I believe you're interested in horticulture.
Yes, I am.
Oh, all right, okay. Well, if we want to come over here, we've got some tasks all set up for you, and so we can start loading up the ute and get straight into it.
Excellent.
All right, come this way. What I enjoy about my job, probably the variety, creating some already historically beautiful places and maintaining them and keeping them up to scratch. Seeing the enjoyment on people's face when they come through parks and gardens, can be quite a rewarding job.
David is about to show Atine how to apply mulch under the trees by a pond.
So, Atine, we're going to start on our first task for the day for you. Have you done much horticulture at all yet?
I've done a bit at home, but not very much really.
Right, okay. Oh well, we'll give you a little bit of a grounding in it today.
Okay.
Yep. Well, this will be our first one's a bit of a physical one. Yep. Basically what we're just going to do here is just going to be mulching around these aspleniums, which is a type of fern. And basically the reason we do the mulching is so it doesn't dry out too much, especially now is a really good time to do mulch around springtime.
Yeah.
And it's also really good for weed suppression, which if you can save yourself a bit of work later on, it's always a good thing to do. It's a good balance of physical work, which a lot of people pay huge things to go to the gym, pay gym fees to keep fit. In this job you can actually do it on the job. Well done.
Thank you. Good job. I didn't realise that gardening was such hard work and that you actually have to get in there and do it, and that you actually use mulch to keep away weeds. And they do keep them away.
Another seasonal task is the preparation of the flower beds for spring planting.
All right. Now, as you look around here, most parks have annual beds. That's what these ones are. Annuals are young plants that basically only have a limited lifespan generally. They're there for a quick show and display and then they get removed. And generally in the park we'll have, most places will have 2 changeovers of annuals a year, which is the same case here. So what we're basically going to be using is this rotary hoe and go through and just basically break up all the soil. Well done. It will get easier.
After the soil preparation comes the planting. All of the thousands of bedding plants are raised from seed in the on-site nurseries.
The smaller plants that are brought into this area that are then growing on into larger plants, and they've hardened off a little bit. They've got the plastic framing up there that filters out a little bit of the light, so they basically gradually got used to the outside environment before they're taken out to the big wide world of the winter gardens. So this is one of the components of the apprenticeship in Amenity Horticulture is basically plant design and for display purposes, and you can't get a better display area than the winter garden, so this sort of thing you can design. Yep.
Another of Auckland's historic public gardens is Albert Park. Atine is going here to meet Erin, who is in the second year of her apprenticeship.
So what are you going to do when you finish your apprenticeship?
Well, there's lots of things I could do. There's plenty of opportunities within the company to stay, and it just really depends what you're interested in at the end.
Do you enjoy it?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's good fun.
The rewards and basically just seeing people enjoying the open spaces. At the end of a bad day, you can step back and go for a walk at the park. It takes 2 minutes to realise that, wow, I'm actually really lucky and I'm in a fantastic work environment, and there's not many places in the world that people can go outside and enjoy it like we do.
I think horticulture is really good. It's lots of fun. You get to be out all day in nature, and even though it's quite tiring, it's really rewarding.
Atine went really well today. She was keen, motivated, got a really good personality, so to get on with the public, and I think she'd do fantastic. Willing to get her hands dirty? Great.
This is a great job for people who have a passion for gardening and love being outdoors. Right now there's a shortage of skilled workers in this field. There are no specific entry requirements, but a reasonable level of fitness and a driver's license are preferred. You can do the 3-year National Certificate in Amenity Horticulture Level 4, which covers both theory and practice. And you'll be earning while you're learning. Well, what a great career option, and if a team decides to follow in that career path, you should certainly have a pretty cool office working in the outdoors every day. And when we come back, we're going to see if Andrew has the personality and creative touch to succeed in the cutting edge of hairdressing. This is Just the Job. Welcome back to Just the Job, where every week we give you an insight into 3 different careers and help you discover more about the opportunities that are out there waiting for you. Now, do you enjoy communicating with people and using your creative talents? Well, then we might have just the job for you coming up next in the diverse world of hairdressing.
I'm Andrew Nicholson, I'm 16 years old and I'm interested in hairdressing. What interests me about the industry is the creative aspects of it.
Andrew's heading off to 2 well-known Wellington hair establishments. First, the very traditional Groom Barbers, and then to Balayage Hair Design, a full-service salon that specialises in styling and colouring.
Andrew!
Alright.
Kia ora, Andrew. I'm Johnny. I'm the owner operator of Groom Barbers. The sort of person that will make a really good barber is somebody that's quite good with dealing with people. But yeah, generally a good people person, somebody that's polite and punctual, and somebody that takes care and that generally has a caring for other people. Right, Andrew, this is pretty much our entrance to our shop here. This is our main station right here. This is where we do most of our haircuts as well as our cutthroat shaves here. This chair is specifically designed to tilt back.
Okay.
My trainees, when they first come in, they learn the basics first, and basically that's customer service. And then we move on to other areas of barbering, which is clipper over comb, scissor over comb, and of course we've evolved as well into bro froze, or the mohawk, so they call it.
The art of conversation is important too.
Well, the good thing about being in a shop full of guys is that there are no boundaries, pretty much, and whether it's rugby or sport or politics or the weather, there's definitely somebody out there with a stronger opinion than you. With the scissors, we just generally use a tissue to wipe away the excess hair.
An important part of the job is keeping the tools of the trade clean. And one of the most time-honoured of tools is the cutthroat razor. A wet shave with a traditional razor is Groom Barber's big speciality.
Okay, mate, we're going to cape Tony up here today. He's going to have a wet shave.
Okay.
So if you just want to throw the cape on him. How does that feel around your neck, mate?
Pretty sweet, mate.
Not too tight?
Not too tight.
So you can breathe?
I can breathe.
Damn.
Barbershops were the place where guys hung out, they got their information that they could go out and spread the word. So the barbershop was the hub of all families. The kids, the dads, the uncles would come and they would talk.
Well, it's time for Andrew to move on, so how's he found Groom Barbers?
The thing I found most interesting was probably the cutthroat shave, which I really didn't know anything about.
So Andrew's off to Balayage Hair Design, where owner Janine Simmons will show him the cutting edge.
Okay, so one of the first things that we'll take you through is how to deal with and look after clients when they come through the door. So what we'll do is do a wee role play and get one of the team to stand in and be a client, and we'll take you through what you should say and how you should greet them.
Okay.
Yeah? Sound good?
Yep.
Cool. Really, it's just all about attitude and passion. So they've just got to be enthusiastic, happy to be here, keen to learn, and all the rest of it we can teach them. Andrew, this is Margaret. Andrew. So I'm just going to take Andrew through how to shampoo on you today, Margaret, if that's okay.
So there's a lesson for Andrew, and he gets to have a go.
Okay, so when washing someone's hair, it's really important that the client has a fantastic experience. So the basin area is an integral part of the balayage service, actually. And the big one is to kind of cut your hand right in, so you bring that right over. Yeah. That's it. Cool. We have our own massage technique, so we take someone through learning how to do that, and that's all about relaxation, but at the same time allowing the goodies, if you like, from the products to work on the hair, so they learn all of that.
Another happy customer, and Andrew's looking right at home too. Next, he gets to help apply colour.
It's really important that you hold that foil as close to the root area as possible.
Okay.
Yeah. So hold it really firmly and don't let it go until Katie has folded it up, which you'll see very soon.
Now it's Andrew's turn.
If you need to probably come in a bit closer and just reach over and have it. It's hard to look in the mirror because it's reversed, so that's it. Yep, you just hold. Yep, and hold it firmly. Yep, that's great. And just move your fingers, otherwise you'll get painted. So learning to colour, that's a really big part of hairdressing. So they spend many workshops learning all of those things, practising on mannequin heads and then on their friends and workshop models and then onto real people.
Summer Ramsey has just completed her first year as an apprentice.
So this is Nancy the mannequin.
Okay.
And weekly we practice on, we've got a range of different mannequins. We practice on them when the salon's quiet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So does this, does the hair on this actually, react,
Yeah, this is 100% human hair.
Oh,
so
okay.
all the mannequins, the hair is 100% human hair. So we can curl them, we can use heat, colour, chemical, anything.
All students get a dedicated trainer to support them during their apprenticeship. There's a lot of groundwork to be covered before anyone can cut hair.
I would absolutely recommend this as a job to get into. Yeah, it's such an exciting, creative industry, and you can basically pretty much take it wherever you want to take it. You know, like you could. Yeah, it's amazing.
So, does Andrew have what it takes to be a hairdresser?
So he's done really well. He's picked up quite a few things very quickly. He's got a nice manner, definite enthusiasm, and very keen to learn and observes well. So yeah, he's done really, really well.
Yeah, I had heaps of fun at the hairdresser here. The best thing I probably learned today was the foiling, or the massage techniques for the shampoo. Yeah, definitely I could see myself pursuing this job.
The National Certificate in Barbering takes up to 3 years to complete, while a certificate in hairdressing takes up to 4 years. You earn while you learn and work with customers straight away. Career progression is excellent. You could become a colour technician, own a salon, or work in film, theatre, TV, or even fashion. The hairdressing qualification is internationally recognised and can be taken with you wherever you go. Well, if watching Andrew has sparked your interest in hairdressing, then you can find out more information about that career and all the careers featured throughout our entire series on our website. So you want to grab a pen and paper during the break, because I'll have all those details for you at the end of the program. And when we come back, we'll find out if Cameron has found what he's looking for in a career when he finds out what's involved in keeping our rural lands lush and green. This is Just the Job. You're watching Just the Job, and if you're trying to figure out what career path to follow, then make sure you catch us each week, because this show could give you new opportunities to pursue when it comes to your work life. We're going to catch up with Cameron now as he investigates what's involved in hydrating our farmland when he checks out a career in irrigation.
My name is Cameron Mitchell, I'm 18 years old and I am looking at designing and installing irrigation systems for Waterforce.
Cameron's come to Waterforce, one of Hawke's Bay's leading irrigation companies.
Cameron, Ron McFettridge from Waterforce, how are you?
Good, thank you.
We're going to head right out into the field and show you what we're all about out there. So
okay.
Come with me.
Sweet.
So no time to waste here. It's a perfect day to be given a tour around some pretty dry looking Hawke's Bay vineyards and farms.
The irrigation industry is very, very important to New Zealand and to the both horticultural, agricultural and viticultural sectors, as well as the landscape and turf markets. It is an industry that is not well recognised, but becoming more recognised because of the importance of water.
First off, Ron's going to show Cameron a centre pivot system.
Irrigation is very, very important to Hawke's Bay farming. With the climate, as you can see, a lovely day today, and we have many of these during the summer months.
How much would a system like this cost?
Somewhere around about $300 to $400 a metre of pivot, so somewhere around $120,000. In this particular case, the farmer owns the land. He was prepared to invest in a fixed system that will stay here for the next 15, 20, 30 years. This machine is walking around a pivot centre. Okay, so it's walking around in a circular way. As you can see, we're starting to get wet here.
Get a tad wet, yep.
And we better get out of here.
Yeah, I think so,
okay,
yep.
Thank you. People are spending hundreds of thousands of dollars on irrigation systems, and quite often is the second largest investment they make after buying the property in the first place. This is the centre point of the centre pivot. Where the water comes in, there's a swivel joint which allows the machine to walk around in a circle. And this is the brains of the machine, the control panel.
Controls operate the motion and volume of water.
Every system is different. It's unique to the property, it's unique to the request of the client.
Designing a system that works well and is cost effective is a major part of the job.
We're going to just log a couple of GPS points on this fence line, on this boundary.
Yep.
So we can take this information back to the office and we can sit down and analyse the most appropriate system for this particular client.
Hazards like trees, sheds and fences will be built into the irrigation design.
It's a very hands-on, very personal business where we need to understand their business and their operation to provide the right solution and the correct solution for them. Information here also tells us where the fences are within the block. So this is the existing fences. And we can also look at existing structures. In this case there was actually a pump shed the client would like to keep. So if we were to run with this particular layout, we'd try and make sure that the sets of wheels on the centre pivot weren't to hit the actual structure.
Okay.
Smaller properties require smaller machines. It might be a simple gun or, like here, a travelling hard hose system.
The farmer has an irrigation pump that's pumping from a well, and the water's travelling through a main line to the irrigator. Within the irrigator there's actually a water drive turbine, and that's actually helping to move the boom up the field.
Okay.
So it's quite a labour intensive system in the sense that usually at this time of the year the farmer will be required to shift it at least once a day, maybe twice a day.
Water sources are many. Here a dam is being built to provide water to a large vineyard. The investment in this sort of installation is serious money. Maintenance of existing systems is a significant part of the industry. Install site foreman Chris Bauer is taking Cameron out on a couple of jobs to be fixed.
Are you enjoying the work that you're doing so far?
Oh yeah, definitely. It's one of those jobs where you just, well, not only are you getting to see the country, you get to work with good people, you get to work with different people all the time. You're always doing something different every day, that's the thing. You know, it's not like a trade where you go in and you do the same sort of format every day. Yeah, no, everything's different. All right, Cameron, this is what we've got here, mate.
Okay.
You can tell it's this is where the leak is, obviously because of the wet patch. Plus you can see the risers coming up through the rows here.
Yep.
It determines that that's where our sub-main's running through.
Okay.
And obviously they've come through at some stage and hit it. So we'll just dig it up and see what we've got.
Okay, sweet.
As a junior within our industry, the person would generally start what we call on the tools. So they would start working with pipe, working in the soil environments, which obviously can be difficult. We're dealing with soil, we're dealing with weather.
And that weather today's not looking so great.
Yeah, this is the way we find it, always, yeah.
The job's very rewarding, and the aspects that make it rewarding are the challenges, the people, the clients, and just the fact that there is a nice balance between outdoor work and office work.
They've got the parts for the orchard job.
Oh, it's not looking too good, Cameron, I have to say.
I know, the weather's packed in, hasn't it?
Typical.
Oh, well, you going to get down there?
Nah, you going to get down there?
Yeah, nah.
It's not going to be very effective if we try and fix it now.
Nice.
We're likely to get too much rubbish in the lines.
The boys will leave the hole safe and secure and be back tomorrow. Even in sun-drenched Hawke's Bay, some things don't pan out as planned.
There's a lot more detail in the irrigation than I thought. Like, I just thought, you know, you take something out there, you let it go, but there's all the fittings and all the where all the water sprays out of, and yeah, all the nozzles and all that sort of stuff. I could see myself doing this one day, in this industry one day.
There's a Level 4 National Certificate in Irrigation, and skills are learnt on the job. To study, you need to be employed in the water industry and want to specialise in irrigation. Water industry training is the only industry recognised training program. The principles of irrigation are the same everywhere, so the skills learnt here can extend to anywhere in the world. Well, it looks like if Cameron is interested in this career, his chances of landing a great job are pretty high. So thank you, Cameron, and everyone else who featured in today's program. Today there are literally thousands of careers to choose from, but that doesn't make the decision any easier. So we really hope our programs will help you when it comes to making this all-important decision. To help you even more though, here's Sarah from Career Services with some great tips to ensure you get the job you've always wanted.
Sometimes people can identify what they'd love to do, but get put off because getting to their goal will take too long or seems too hard. But there's a way around every problem. Talk to your friends, teachers and whānau about how you can reach your goal. This is called accessing your allies, and it's amazing who can help you if you ask. You know what? Don't settle for less than you deserve. Take it one small step at a time. Work steadily towards your dream and you can achieve it.
Well, we hope you enjoyed this week's show. We're back again next week with 3 more really exciting careers, plus plenty of advice and tips to help you succeed in getting the career you want. If you'd like more information about the careers featured today, or just more info about how to make that right career choice, easy, jump on our program website at www.tvnz.co.nz and enter the keywords Just the Job. Good luck, I'll catch you next week.
Supporting local content so you can see more of New Zealand on air.